Okay, welcome to American Dream Garage. We're doing a continuing video on my Alfa Romeo GTV 1974 and current status. Again, I dismantled everything and I'm currently working on refinishing all the parts that came out of here, but power washed the engine bay, did some light sanding. There was no rust to speak of whatsoever. Got a couple spots still to do, but pretty much got it painted and body color with a clear coat. Not incredible finish, but I don't think it's expected to be in the engine bay, but it's very presentable and looks pretty nice. So next step will be to start to reassemble brake boosters. I've got it all refinished. I still have the suspension to do, but I'm going to do the assembly of all the parts that were in the engine bay before I forget too much about how it came apart. So there you go. That's the current status. Thanks for coming in today. Bye. Okay, welcome to Filthy Shirt Friday at American Dream Garage. The last update I had, I showed you the engine bay and how I cleaned, sanded, and painted, primed, painted, and clear coated. And I said I was going to reassemble the engine compartment before I started on the suspension. So once again, I didn't do that, and I've proceeded to pull the entire suspension. The thing that was, well, first, the one learning is it had high compression springs, which you had to be very careful with. And I basically, on a 4-bolt pattern, put extended bolts in the 2 corners and was able to back down the plate to reduce the pressure in the spring. And so once I got that off, unbelievable, this car, none of the bolts were rusted, everything came apart, bushings came right out with my bushing press, tie rod ends came off easy, so one of the easiest teardowns. So the plan is to, I've got this all cleaned up, is to paint this and then reassemble. So we'll come over here, I'll show you. Most all the suspension parts are in here, and so powder coated them, and so very nice finish. So all the bushings. The other thing too is I was able to find every single bushing, bearing, tie rod end, caster joints, everything. So everything's coming. So we'll be able to take these nice shiny parts, add the connector components. I've got all the bolts. I ran them through my ultrasonic cleaner and nuts, and they pretty much came clean. So we'll be able to put it back, and it should look very close to new. So that's another update on the restoration of my 1974 Alfa GTV. Okay, so update on the Alfa Romeo. I've got one side of the car finished with basically a refinished or replacement suspension parts. Basically all the parts with soft rubber, the tie rod ends and ball joints and all those things have been replaced. I used the same spring because it looked like it was relatively new. Brake pads were new. I know that I had replaced those earlier. New shocks, and then new covers for the wheel arches, front and rear. I have the front one on. So basically I got one side done, And my next step, which I hope will be a lot easier, will be to tear off the other side, and hopefully I can get that done in a day or two, and then we'll have this thing back on the ground and rolling. So a little bit of an update on the restoration. Thanks.